Hey guys, today I'm just gonna cover something relatively minor in Tekken, and that is parry. So some moves do have a parrying attribute, but what are parries in the first place? So parries are a move that, catches an enemy's attack and turns it against them. So it can range from, directly damaging them, or just, giving you a frame advantage, or a very big advantage where you have access to special moves and whatnot. So that's parrying. Asuka over here does have a parry, and it's done by pressing back generic grab essentially. And she kind of has two versions, which is a short version and a longer version. Most characters, when they parry, it's only open for a short window of time. So in Asuka's case, her parry is wonderful. Like, she can parry a lot of stuff. She can parry punches and she can parry kicks. It doesn't matter if it's high or mid, she can parry it. So mid punch, and if it's a kick, 1, 2, there we go. And if it's a kick, it's like that. Okay, so parry. Some properties will have, some attacks will have parrying properties, and Asuka has one such attack, and that is her 2+3 attack. Oops. And her 2+3 attack will absorb, right? The term here is absorb. Will absorb a high or mid punch. And just to show you, there you go. So you see that? I could do the move normally, and it comes out normally. But I could also, if I expect a punch, I could also parry it, and the opponent can't do anything. Okay, so as you may have noticed, the parry seems really powerful, right? Because Asuka can parry, essentially a lot of high attack or mid attack. There are ways through parries. The first is, parries are not invincible against, throws and blows, just like a power crush. And a lot of parries can't parry other body parts like elbows, knees, heads, shoulders, flying bodies, whatnot. Okay, a lot of parries can't parry that. I think the only person with a parry in quotation marks, that can punish any shoulder, head, or whatever, is Heihachi. I'm not sure if he still has the parry, but in fact I don't even know if I can call it a parry or not. He just basically takes the attack and doesn't give a damn about you and just attacks you. That's it. So it's more like a trade-off. Anyway, where was I? Parrying attack. Okay. Just to show that not everything can be parried, I'm gonna use Dragunov again because he has good moves. So this here. So as you can see, this here is an elbow, and if I attempt to parry it, which I just grabbed him again. If I attempt to parry it, I'm gonna get hit. Oops, that was the wrong one. Okay, there. That's much better. Oops, wrong again. My bad. Okay. So not everything can be parried. Elbows, shoulders, and whatnot are one way. The other kind of attack that you generally can't parry are full body attacks or running attacks. Whatever. They are, I call it full body attacks because it seems simpler that way. Lily's forward 3+4, 3+4 is a good example. Another good example of a full body attack. Dragunov here has a running 2. So as you see here, running 2 is a mid. He only uses one limb, right? So logically, I guess the parry should work against Dragunov, right? Oops, my apologies. No, it doesn't. So you can see here, because it's a running 2, or because it's a full body attack, as I like to call it, it can be parried. So parries definitely are invincible, but they do have their phase, and optimal times to use parries are, you know, after safe moves or even unsafe moves, generally safe moves. So if you're expecting an attack, so if you're expecting your opponent to punish you, say like you did 4-4-3, which is like at most -9, and then you're expecting a homing move because you used to, you know, just sidestep upwards, but this time you decide to do a parry instead, hoping to catch whatever attack he or she throws, you know, the opponent throws. So times like that when you generally use parries, or because except for Asuka, parries can't last for a short while. Like, you know, if you take a look at Dragunov over here, and oops, if you take a look at Dragunov over here, his low parry, you know, it only lasts for a short while. I can't even hold it. Asuka's probably the only character who can hold her parry longer. Yeah, so you generally, you know, in the heat of the moment, like if your opponent is on the offensive and you expect a low attack, then you can you expect an attack that fits the bill and you can parry it. Or if you're on the aggressive, you know, on the attacking side, and you use a safe move but not a plus move, then you can use it. You generally don't throw out you know, throw out parries randomly, because there are ways to get through it. Like, say like for Asuka, you hold it for a while. Okay, she has two versions, the short one or the long one, and like if I see the long one, let's say I see the long one, I could do many things. I can, you know, use, if I use Dragon, use that elbow, because hey, that elbow is actually a launcher. Or I could use a headbutt, I can use whatever. I could wait into, you know, the parry's over and then use, like, if the opponent was Asuka and she was using a low parry, she was using a parry, something like that. I could pretty much wait out her parry and use forward 2, because yes, parries do have recovery as well, and they are punishable. So you certainly don't want to spam parry. Oh yes, there's also this really weird thing about parries, and it's better if I show you. I actually have a pre-recorded here. Okay, so what just happened there? Okay, what just happened was I attempted to parry Dragunov's punch, and I caught it, but then he reversed it against me. So I'm pretty sure the game says it. I'm not actually wearing headphones and I don't really do this often enough. I'm pretty sure the game said chicken when that happened. And to do a chicken, okay, so if you expect your attack to be parried, or even you react to it, and your attack is parried, you can actually chicken it. Now, not every parry can be chickened out of. Just do beware. Don't go ham on it. But for majority of them, you can chicken your way out of it. Now, to perform a chicken, it's quite simple. If your left limb is being caught, so your left punch or left kick is being caught, press forward 1 throw. So generic 1 throw, 1+3. If your right limbs are getting caught, so your right punch or your right leg, then you press forward 2+4. So you're gonna forward generic throw. That's it. Oh, okay, that's a lot. That went longer than I expected. So parries, not everybody will have parry. But it's, in case you do encounter a character with a parry, you do want to beware of it, because sometimes, you know, it gives them the advantage, because hey, they're the one parrying you and not you, because yeah, you're getting caught. It's just something nice to know, and if somebody does spam it, at least now you know how to deal with it. Like, oh, this guy like is just looking to parry my attack. Well, I'm just gonna keep using these. I'm gonna just keep using elbows, low attacks, throws. You know, just because I don't want to get caught, like stuff like that. And yes, I realize that this is just making games much more complicated. I'll try and keep it, you know, as simple as possible.